first episode of Clams and Claws in 2024. Happy New Year, everybody. We got my good friend Joey Clams. Joey, how you doing?
Yo, 11, get us a new thing of dice here. Get a new shooter here. How you doing? Hey, listen, I just want everybody to know, last week Carson wasn't here. He was on the cruise. If you jump in our Coupe de Ville and follow the Clams and Claw Army, like we've been doing in the NFL, you could go on a cruise to the Bahamas and hit all the islands like this man did.
There you
All
go.
I'm saying.
Let's go, Joey. So we got some action for you guys today. A couple NFL games, a bunch of NFL games tomorrow, final week of the regular season. Got a couple college basketball games that we like. We're going to talk about the Michigan-Washington National Championship game on Monday, and then there is a other college football game today, Joey, with South Dakota State and Montana. Who do you like in that?
Like the favorite, South Dakota State, later points. I could see them winning by 20 points, and it's 12.5. Maybe it gets up to 13, but get it before it gets to 13 so you don't get caught with that back door. South Dakota State championship game, later 12.5.
Nice. We got a couple NFL games we're going to get to, guys, and then we'll throw a couple bonus basketball bets. Actually, let's do basketball first, Joey. So you got a good one between Clemson and North Carolina.
Yeah, I like the Tigers here. I like them on the money line. The line's starting to rise up. This is a spot where you just pick the winner, and I like Clemson Tigers here. They got a good team this year. They're going to give North Carolina a run for the money.
Got another interesting matchup in the SEC. We got Kentucky going to Florida.
This is the spot where the home team, right, is not ranked. Kentucky's ranked. Give me the Gators, later points here. Everybody's betting Kentucky, and the line's going up. What do we see right now on this game? Is it 3 or 3.5?
It moved to 3.5 with Florida.
Get on the Gators here. Gators.
We got another one. Providence and Creighton, Joey. Creighton is now, I think, 11.5. The line is at.
Wow. Yeah, we jumped on this, and when it was 10 this morning or late last night, and this line is creeping up. Providence is missing their best player. He got hurt. They got to go on the road to a hungry Creighton team looking to get right. Creighton's going to roll in this game. Double-digit favorite. Lay it. Big East, Creighton, the Blue Jays.
Nice. And then we got one more final college basketball game. You got Colorado State and Utah State.
Colorado State is a ranked team going to an unranked Utah State, and Utah State is favorite now. I think they went up to 1.5 too. That's a fishy game. Give me the Aggies at Utah State on the money line at home.
Nice. Kurt Valenti's joining us. He says, Carson, welcome back. What's up, Kurt? We'll get to the NFL. He says he likes the Packers. Thoughts. We'll get to that in a second, Kurt. And then he's also saying Monday night, Michigan runs it down Washington's throat 40 times. Michigan, Harbaugh, and JJ. We'll get into that game as well, Kurt. And then Kenny also chiming in. He says, let's go. Best betting show on earth. Welcome back, Carson and Joey. Thanks, Kenny, for filling in last week as well. Yeah, I was on a cruise ship like Joey said, but I'm back. Thanks again for everything, Kurt and Kenny, and we're back in business. So
what's up, Kurt? What's up, Kenny?
Pretty cool. So yeah, that's going to be college basketball. We got a couple games in the NFL. You got a couple games today, and then a couple games tomorrow. We'll start with the Ravens, though. Ravens, they're sitting a bunch of guys, but you do like them, Joey, as a home dog underdog in this one. Steelers and Ravens.
Yeah, like week 18 this week is like preseason, and preseason is where the sharps and the wise guys make their money. They find out information on who's playing, who's not, and you know what? Who's the best team in preseason year in, year out? That's the Ravens and Coach Harbaugh. You know what? I don't trust the Steelers on the road as a favorite. I like the Ravens in this spot at home, plus the 3.5. Give me the Ravens here. I like them in this spot.
A side note, Joey, remember when I said if you guys like the Ravens and the Ravens 49ers game a couple weeks ago, you might want to look at Lamar Jackson for MVP because Brock Purdy was the favorite. Well, now the Ravens blew him out, and now Lamar's the really heavy favorite to win MVP. So
go cash that ticket, man.
How you doing, Joey?
Yeah, how you doing? Go cash that ticket. Wait there. Wait by the thing and tell them just to hand you the money.
There you go. We got another one, Joey. Rams and 49ers. This is an interesting game.
Listen, you got Wentz is quarterbacking for the Rams. You know, Donald is, not any better. He's quarterbacking for the 49ers, but I trust Donald more. He's been in the system. And you know what? The Rams are setting their spot. They don't care where they're going to play. He's got to, you know what? He doesn't have a deep team, so he has to rest his players. He's going to rest. He might get the rookie, get him a couple of passes to get over that 30 yards to get the rookie record. But I see the 49ers don't want to go into they're going to have the bye, so they don't want to go in the bye rusty. I can see them in this first half, winning this game in the first half and winning it outright. I like him on both sides. I like him in the first half, and I like the 49ers for the game. And I think this game will be a low-scoring game. So if you like the total on the 41.5, you could throw something on that. But I'm on the 49ers this game because I think the Rams are going to rest everybody, and then they're not deep at all.
Nice. You got my Lions as one of your plays, Joey. Lions are -3.5 now against the Vikings.
Well, listen, you weren't here last week. Where'd you watch that game? Did you watch?
Oh my God! Oh, dude. Okay, so quick little note about that because that was a giant catastrophe.
And then I want to comment on that too.
Yeah, for sure. Go ahead.
But hey, you first. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah. So we're all on the cruise ship. They got a big bar. There's like a million Lions fans on the ship, a couple Cowboys fans, back and forth action all game long. Yeah, and then we're down 7. We got like a minute left, and we go all the way down the field. Amon-Ra scores that touchdown.
Thanks to McCarthy.
What? Say that again.
Thanks to McCarthy for leaving
yeah,
Big Ben on the scoreboard for you, the big clock.
Yeah. So that was big. Dan Campbell signed up, go for 2. We threw that play, a beautifully executed play to Taylor Decker, and then all of a sudden, 34 seconds after Taylor Decker caught the ball, Joey, the ref dropped the flag, and supposedly he did not report eligible, but there's multiple videos of Decker trying to tell the official that he's eligible. They didn't say he was eligible, cost the game. And everybody, including myself, was very furious. But yeah, what do you think about that call, Joey?
Let me just start with when the Cowboys intercepted the ball, all they had to do was run the ball. They were in field goal range. That guy could kick it from here to Kansas.
Mm-hmm.
So all they had to do was run the ball, kick the field goal, go up by 7. Gambling's involved in this. The line was 4.5.
Yep.
So you up by 7. If you run the ball, you take about maybe 40 seconds more off the clock. You leave the Lions with 40 seconds, maybe 35 seconds to go down the field.
Mm-hmm.
But McCarthy don't do that. Lions get the ball, they go right down the field. Cowboys are playing prevent. Goes for 2. Love the call. Love it.
Mm-hmm.
Then all hell breaks loose with that ham and egg crew that they should never ever be on the field again.
I agree. It was atrocious.
What they did to an organization that could sewed up the 2 spot right there.
Yeah, because we were fighting for the 2 seed. Now it's basically impossible. We need Dallas and Philly to both lose, and the Lions have to win to get the 2 seed. That's the only way now.
So here, you know what? If the referee gets the right guy that told him that he was eligible, maybe the Cowboys cover him. Or we don't know what happens, but that didn't happen. You know what? Right there, this is the problem I got with the coach. Great guy. Listen, you call him right now, he'll come in, he'll back you up in a beef.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, you can't coach in the NFL with emotions. The next play, he's got in his mind, I'm supposed to get that 2-point conversion. He's still going to go for it.
Right.
You gotta take a deep breath. You had time to think about it. You know what? Let's tie it up. Let's go in overtime and beat this team. That's the only problem I got. And another thing, too, which if you see $30 on the floor, Carson, you're going to pick it up? You're in the middle of the woods. You're going to pick it up? Why doesn't he, when you got a chance to get the field goal in the first half, get points?
Right.
You're on the road, get points. Get the field. Well, all of a sudden, 3 points ain't good enough for him. It's not just him. It's just, it's everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But he's got to learn how to coach. You got to keep emotions out of it.
Mm-hmm.
You got to do what's best for the team.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. So that was
today's game. So today's game or tomorrow's game. I like The only thing is, they were in the same spot a couple of weeks ago. They beat the Vikings. All the shops, all the smart money
Yep.
was Vikings. The market was favoring the Vikings. Vikings turned the ball over 4 times and still had a chance to win that game. But Vikings on the road in Detroit. I think he's gotta put this team together,
Mm-hmm.
especially in this first half, and get that bad scent and that stench out of them before they go into next week. I think. What are you hearing? He's playing everybody.
Yeah, he's playing everybody. We're still trying to get the 2 seed in that scenario. Another 2 big factors, Joey. So Aleem McNeil was out. He's one of our big defensive tackles. He's back now with us. And CJ Gardner-Johnson, one of our best safeties, he's back now. So 2 big guys on that defense are now back for the Lions. So, that's something to note as well.
So he's going to go in there. So he wants his team to get that bad stench and get that out of their head. You want to go into the playoffs on a good note.
Mm-hmm.
So so I'm on the Lions first half and Lions for the game.
Nice. So that's that. And then Joe, you got a couple plays in the unders. You got the Buccaneers and Panthers.
Oh yeah, Panthers can't score. And you know what? Their defense is pretty good. I think they're going to keep it close here. And this is an under game, under 37.5 in the Panthers Tampa Bay game.
Mm-hmm. And then you also got in the Bills game, you like the under too.
The Bills game, I like the under. They've been running the ball more lately. They've been a run and attack team. A lot of injuries on Miami. I like this game to stay under the total, under the 49.5.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I gave you this one too. Under in the Jets Patriots 30.5. They're supposed to get some bad weather up there.
Okay.
Also like the Patriots. The line is 1.5. Patriots on the money line. The Jets Patriots beat the Jets 15 in a row. Solid. They gave him a vote of confidence, and he's coming back. Unbelievable that you're bringing a guy back. He's 0-11 versus division on the road.
Wow.
So he's 0-11 versus division on the road. It'll be 0-12. Solid. I was on the Michael K show the other day and asked why would they bring this guy back, and they said, well, Rodgers wants a puppet, and he don't want anybody in his way who's going to prevent him from calling his plays or conducting the offense.
Mm-hmm.
So you're letting I'm a big Rodgers fan. But you're letting a 41-year-old quarterback dictate your team because in 2 years you wouldn't have Saleh as your coach. So why would you have him now? That's why the Jets organization is where it is. It's a sieve, it's a baño, it's a toilet bowl, it's a tire fire. So give me the Patriots there.
Nice. We're going back to a couple comments from Kurt and Kenny. Kenny's saying, could Belichick be a long shot to be the Cowboys' next head coach? Possibly, you think, Joey?
I was thinking about that. The only thing is, Belichick, he doesn't want any interruptions from the owner. He wants to run everything. And that would be a spot for him. And also there's a spot that people are talking about that nobody else is, Washington, because he's from that area. And I think he's friends or somebody with one of the owners of the team. So I think that's a spot for him too.
Nice. And then, going back to Kurt's thoughts, Joey, Bears and Packers. Packers basically need to win to get into the playoffs and solidify their spot. Kurt likes the Packers. The Lions -3 at Lambeau.
Yeah, I like the Packers too, but I think it went down. I think there's 2.5s out there. If you some spots, sharp money is on the Bears for some reason.
Interesting.
And the Packers need this game too, but you know what? You know why you need the game? Because you're not a good team.
Yeah.
It's a must win.
Yeah.
You know what? You need the game because you're not really that good of a team. So let me tell you, that's going to be a really good game. I'm hearing somebody likes the over in that Packers Bears game. I think it's 45.5. Take a look at that. But if you're going to do the Packers, put them on the money line. And he money lines all the favorites anyway. So he money lines all the favorites anyway.
Kurt's also He's also chiming in. He says, "Let's go Knicks, baby." Yeah, Kurt. I gotta stop betting against the Knicks, Joey. The last 3 times I think I've took the team that played the Knicks, I've gotten burned every single time. So yeah, Kurt's they destroyed the Sixers on the road last night by 30. That was impressive, Kurt. And I think you guys like a 6.5 point underdog when I bet the Sixers. So
you know what? They're a well coached team.
Yeah.
As long as you buy into the coach's system, you know, we're still one player away. We're one player away. We'd make noise. But let me tell you something. That's a dangerous team, and I don't think it's over yet with the trades.
Yeah,
that's a dangerous team. You know, maybe not this year, but in the next couple of years to come, Knicks are going to be back. They're back now, but you know what? Step on the brake a little bit. I know he's excited. He's a big Knicks fan. I know he is. I'm a big Knicks fan too. I was sitting there in game 3 Celtics Knicks 1984 when Bernard put 42 on Larry Bird.
Nice. There you go. Another bonus game, Joey. Really interesting game tonight. Texans and Colts. Basically, winner go home. Winner moves on to the playoffs. Loser gets eliminated. Who do you like in the Texans and Colts game?
This is a tough game. I don't even have a play on it yet or a side. I'm hearing both sides on this game. There's both sides of this game. People on Texans, and then there's people on taking the Colts at home. You know what? I don't have a side on this right now. What do you feel on this game?
You know, my gut tells me the Colts, and I don't like it, but I feel like that's the play because I think my head is, CJ Stroud's back. You know, Texans are going to pull it off. But again, home dog, underdog, Joey, like you're saying, Colts, I just put it on the Colts. So I'm going to take the 2.5 with the Colts.
Great point, especially with a young team like the Texans. When you go on the road as a favorite, it's a different animal.
Yeah.
When you're on the road, that place is going to be loud. Offensive lines, you know, who are not experienced, don't travel well on the road. Just remember that. And another tip for you guys, especially in this college basketball, even anything, when you get the line, these lines move quick. You got to try to get that right number. Make a ceiling for yourself. So you know what? I'm only going to go maybe 1.5 over the line that they hit, or make a bottom floor, or only go 1.5 under more what they hit. Say if it went from 4, they laid 4.5, and now it's 6. Maybe 5.5. Be careful with those points, or if you bet it, go lesser with the unit on it. Make a lesser bet.
There you go.
Yeah. Tomorrow, Kenny wants to come on at 12 when we get the late moves. If you're available, what do you
Okay, sure. Yeah, I can. Sure, we can do something tomorrow.
What time's mass tomorrow?
Yeah, I can be on whenever you guys want. Like if you guys want to do a noon show. Well, the games are at 1, right, tomorrow. So yeah. So if we want to do something at noon, we can maybe do something. So
because last Sunday when I sent those games out, like 5, all 6 of them, the guy, I get the little birdie gave me 6 for 6 with the late moves.
Nice. Yeah. I'll try to make it tomorrow. We can do something.
I'll try. Carson, another play too is Giants plus 5.5. Giants plus 5.5. Eagles. You know what? They don't care. They don't care really about the home field.
Yeah.
They want to get out of it. There's so much problems and what's going on inside that locker room. The fans are on them. Everybody turned against them. They're a tired team. They had 6 games in a row that were bad, and they're tired. You know what? They need to rest players. If they're better off going on the road playing a team like Tampa or somebody from that South than staying at home and facing a hot Rams team or even like say a Packer team that could come in there and torch you. I think it's best for them. Rest their players, get right, take a chance, go on the road. And I think the Giants are in a good spot here. The coach wants to leave on a good note for the season. They're playing hard. The Giants, they played hard the last 6-7 games. So we like the G-men in the spot.
Nice. Kurt's also chiming in. He says, add Malcolm Brogdon to the bench and go all in for Donovan Mitchell. We have a parade. Jody's also saying he's not too high on his Broncos this week. He thinks the Raiders are going to blow him out as well.
I tell you, Jody, don't worry about it. Next year. Got next year coming up.
There you go. All right, so we got the granddaddy of them all, Joey, Michigan, Washington, national championship. Last time I checked, I think the line was like Michigan -4. Let me double check this here. Michigan, it's 4.5 now with Michigan, Joey. Who do you like for the title?
I like Washington in the spot plus the 4.5, or
Yep.
you know what, the 5. I think this game will be in the high 20s. I don't know if anybody will get to 30, maybe the low 30s, but I think both teams could get into the high 20s, and it could be a close game, like 28, 27,
Yeah.
24, 28, 24, like that. You know what? Anybody could win this game. I think. Well, Michigan never seen a passing attack like this
Mm-hmm.
yet. You know, where from Iowa, Wisconsin? Who's got that passing attack? Minnesota? Who's got
Right. Yeah.
not Penn State? You know,
Right.
and guys like the wide receiver from Ohio State, big wide receivers burnt them. You know, had good days against them. I
Yeah.
think Washington's going to be able to move the ball in the air, and their offensive line is, you know, best in the country. Will hold their own against Michigan. Michigan will be able to run the ball, but I think Washington keeps this close, has a shot to win this game. I like them 5 units plus the 4.5, and 3 units. Little pecorino romano on the pizza on the bun.
Nice. What's up, Omari? Omari's a big I'm sorry, Burnell. What's up, Burnell and Omari? They're big Michigan fans. Their cousin is Devontae Smith for the Eagles.
Oh,
So
nice.
those are good friends of
Well,
mine.
and in a close game, I give the edge towards Harbaugh. He's been in
Yeah.
bigger, closer games. Even though this coach is 5-0 straight up, and
Yeah.
5-0 against the spread as a dog.
Wow. Yeah, and Kenny and I have been on Washington and
He's
Penix
been on one.
all season long. Like, I took them when they were disrespected, against Oregon. When they beat Oregon earlier in the year, they were like a big underdog, took them outright. And then against Texas, I think it was a similar line. I think Washington was like a 5-point underdog as well. They're getting 5 points again in the national championship. They're undefeated. I just think they're disrespected. I mean, like you said, Joe, I think it could go either way in this game, but 5 points with Washington, I think I'll buy it up to that. So give me Washington +5 as well.
And another thing too, that wide receiver, he's underrated. I can't say pronounce it.
Dunze?
He's got
Yeah.
great hands. You see his hands? The way
Yeah,
he
he's a
the ball?
beast. Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen it. You know who had great hands in college? Keyshawn Johnson, and I forgot his first name. His last name was Rogers back in the day.
Okay.
You could throw the ball to them. This guy he's going to be some pro too. He's a first round, probably top 12 pick.
Listen, Penix is playing pissed. I mean, when Jaden Daniels won that Heisman Trophy award with LSU, yeah, he had crazy numbers, but Penix, I mean, he's been balling out. And I think you'll see that on Monday. Be like, all right, you're gonna snub me of my Heisman, and I'll go win a national championship instead. So
that's all that counts.
Yeah,
that's all that counts.
Mm-hmm.
Go get the bounty. Go there on Monday and get the bounty. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's going to be a close game. The Dogs in the championship game, I think in the last 8 have been 5-3 against the spread.
Yeah. So really quickly, Joey, your thoughts on Georgia destroying Florida State? Do you think the committee got it right, or was that more of a Florida State not really caring and everybody was transferring and sitting out in this game?
Listen, that you knew that was happening.
Yeah.
You knew that was happening. That once Florida State got like that, they turned their nose up and they turned it back, and they didn't care, man.
Mm-hmm.
That was it. That's it looks like you got it right.
Right.
Listen, it probably, you know what, Florida. We don't know. You can't predict the future.
Yeah.
Because if we did that, we wouldn't be here. We'd been living on an island, getting
right,
like grapes and everything.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
these people who could predict everything. You know what? See what happens in the NFL with dogs coming in and biting all the time, barking.
There you go.
You never know what can happen.
So, Joey, give everybody your teams that you like for this weekend and your final thoughts.
I like the under in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 37.5. I like Florida Gators today. I like Creighton today. I like the Lions. All the games that I gave you, basically all the same. The 49ers first half, 49ers in the game, the Giants, the Pats, under the Jets. Everything we gave you, all those games. Go to the window. Take your money and go double it.
There you go. That's all we got for today, guys. Clams and Claws, first episode 2024. Cheers to many more. We'll see you guys next week, possibly tomorrow for another show. Sounds good.
Kenny will be on there.
Kurt chiming in final words. He says, Clams, you also said Notre Dame never saw a passing game like USC, and Notre Dame just gained another 10 yards on the run game.
Okay, so you're comparing Washington with USC? No problem. All right. Okay.
All right. We'll see you guys. See you guys next time. See you guys.